Imagine someone gives you an exoskeleton. Not a metaphor. An actual powered suit. One that multiplies your strength, your speed, your reach. You put it on, it fits perfectly. And then you just stand there. For a long time, we had a very good reason not to move. The tools were too expensive. The barriers were too high. The team was too small. The timing wasn't right. Those were real reasons. They were also sometimes very convenient ones. AI changed something, quietly. It didn't announce it. It didn't write a press release. It just, one morning, removed most of the material barriers that had kept us standing still. And now, we are left with the one barrier that was always there, underneath all the others. Here is what AI actually does when you use it seriously. It doesn't make you smarter. It doesn't make you more creative. It doesn't give you ideas you didn't have. What it does is far more interesting and far more uncomfortable. It reflects the quality of your thinking back at you, precisely, without judgment, without softening the edges. Vague input produces vague output. Anxious input produces anxious output. Clear, structured, experienced thinking produces something that surprises even the person who wrote the prompt. Most people have never had a mirror this honest. The first time you see yourself clearly, really clearly, it can feel like an accusation. It isn't. It's just information. The question is what you do with it. There's a pattern that keeps showing up. Someone spends money every week on things that disappear. A subscription they forgot they had. A service they use twice a year. Small conveniences that add up to nothing in particular. And then they say they can't afford the AI tool that might change how they work. It's not really about the money. It's about commitment. Paying for something means deciding it matters. And deciding it matters means you now have to show up for it. The free version is safe. You can use it badly, get mediocre results, and conclude that AI isn't for you. The experiment is over before it began. This isn't a criticism. It's a very human thing to do. We protect ourselves from the possibility of failure by never fully trying. But the protection has a cost, and the cost is the thing you didn't build. If you start using AI seriously, really seriously, something strange happens. People around you get uncomfortable. Not all of them, but some. And the discomfort comes out in a specific way. That's just AI. Anyone could do that. It doesn't really count. This is worth understanding. Not to dismiss the people saying it, but because the dynamic is real. And it has a name. When someone in your environment starts moving differently, starts building things, producing things, thinking at a different speed, it creates a kind of pressure. Not because what they're doing is wrong, but because it makes visible what everyone else is not doing. The response is almost never conscious. It's protective. It's the system trying to maintain its equilibrium. The kindest thing you can do for yourself and for them is to keep moving anyway, quietly, without making it a statement.
We talked about the thermostat before. The idea that your nervous system has a set point, a temperature it considers normal, and that it will work hard to return to that temperature whenever you move away from it. What we didn't say clearly enough is this. The discomfort you feel when you start using AI seriously, the resistance, the procrastination, the vague sense that this isn't really for you, that feeling is not a warning. It is the thermostat doing its job. It is the sound of your nervous system recalibrating. It means something is changing. It means the set point is moving. The people who mistake that feeling for a stop sign, they stop. They go back to the temperature they know. The people who recognize it for what it is, they keep going. Not because they're braver, because they understand the mechanism. You understand it now.
Here is the one thing. Not use AI more. Not be more productive. Not stop making excuses. The one thing is this. Pick one project. One thing you have been meaning to build, write, start, or finish. And spend 30 minutes with it today. With AI as your thinking partner. Not your ghostwriter. Your thinking partner. See what the mirror shows you. You might be surprised. You might be uncomfortable. You might produce something that makes you realize you had more to say than you thought. Or you might not. That's fine too. The experiment costs 30 minutes. The exoskeleton is on. The barriers are lower than they have ever been in human history. The last excuse is yours to keep or yours to put down. Fear not the AI. If this landed, subscribe. Share it with someone who is still standing in the exoskeleton. And I'll see you in the next one.